Hi everyone, so I'm back with another album review, and tonight I'm talking about a Kate Bush album from 2018 called The Other Sides. Um, Now I had promised to do this album review as well in my Never Forever album review, so here it is. Um, so this album was so amazing. It's just such a gem and such a just like a present that Kate Bush has given us of all these rare songs that were not originally included. And it's just great. I love The Other Sides. What a great collection that Kate Bush has given us. Really great. So I'm talking about the first edition of The Other Sides that came out in 2018. There was another edition of The Other Sides that came out in like 2024, I think. That's newer. I'm not talking about that new edition. I'm talking about the first edition of it. So the first track on the first disc, there were two discs. The first track on the first disc is Walk Straight Down the Middle. Now, this actually wasn't a B-side, really, because it was on the Sensual World album. But it was included on her little mini disc that she did called Aspects of the Sensual World. So I guess that's why she included it on this. She's like talking about in the song, people facing hardship, but you walk straight down the middle of it. You get through it. You get through hardship. Everybody has to deal with it, but you get through it. He thought he was going to die, but he didn't. She thought she just couldn't cope, but she did. So you just walk straight down the middle of it. It's very powerful and wonderful message about coping through struggle. Okay, so then the next one is You Want Alchemy. You Want Alchemy. She says, you turn the roses into gold. You turn the lilac into honey. She says, you want alchemy. It's really such a whimsical and just mystical song. Very cool. Very Kate Bush. I love that song very much. You Want Alchemy. So fantastical. Just totally great. Okay, so then there's Be Kind to My Mistakes. This is another one that was on the Aspects of the Sensual World, that mini disc that she did. And this one wasn't actually on the Sensual World album. She says, be kind to my mistakes, be kind to me. And she's talking about how she has secrets that are just too deep to let go of. Be kind to my mistakes, be kind to me. It's really good. Okay, so then there's Lyra. Lyra, the song from the Golden Compass movie. What a beautiful song that was. Oh God, that was just so beautiful. Lyra, really, really gorgeous song. Okay, so then there's Under the Ivy. Under the Ivy is my favorite Kate Bush song of them all. Of all the Kate Bush songs, I love Under the Ivy the most because she talks about just going away from the party, away to this little garden where she wants to meet him under the ivy, right there by the white rose. And, it's just so romantic and really puts a lot of awe and wonder in you. That song absolutely does. Okay, so then there's Experiment 4. And this is cool. This was on her album called The Whole Story, which was a compilation album. And this was the only new song on that album. It came out in 1986. And she was like, we were working secretly for the military. Our experiment in sound is nearly ready to begin. You know, so it's very interesting, just a real avant-garde and just cool, real cool song. She says, we won't be there to be blamed, we won't be there to snitch. I just pray that someone there can flip the switch. Real interesting. Okay, so then there are two songs here which are in French back to back. No, I don't speak French, but I know these are really pretty songs. Just very gorgeously flowing and really beautiful. That Kate Bush did. One of them is the French version of Intimate Kiss that she did on Never Forever as well. So then there's Burning Bridge, and that's a good song as well, very pretty. And then the last song on the Bush disc is Running Up That Hill, A Deal with God as well. Okay, so now we're going on to disc two. So the first song on disc two is Home for Christmas, that she did in, I think this was in the early 90s. So this is a Christmas song. I'll be coming home for Christmas. Very nice, just real nice Christmas song. I love to play this song around Christmas time, especially. I love playing this one around Christmas. What a great, really puts you in the festive Christmas spirit. Absolutely. Okay, so then there's one last look around the house before we go. This is an instrumental that Kate Bush was really involved with the production of as well. Then there's I'm Still Waiting was also another one from Aspects of the Sensual World. And she's like, baby, well, I'm still waiting. And then she does some like chewing noises too. And she like mimics chewing in the song, which is interesting. Okay, so then there's Warm and Soothing. I love this. I really love this. Sitting in the lobby, mostly smoking, choking on the woozy afternoon. I'm reeling in the music, and I've only had a few, really gorgeous lines in that song. It's a really pretty song. This was a B-side from Never Forever as well. Show a Little Devotion is next. This is really upbeat and just lively and good. Show a Little Devotion. She wants this guy to show her some devotion. Really good song. So then one of my favorites is next. Passing Through Air. I love that. I love this song. Passing through air. You mix the stars with your beams. Walking through the air. You turn eternity dreams or something. I don't know if I got those lyrics right 100%, but it's kind of like what it sounds like. But it's a really mystical and just gorgeous song. I love that. Really nice. Okay, so then there's Humming. I'm really kind of drawing a blank on this Humming song. I just don't remember it too well, so I'm just gonna skip that. Okay, so then there's Rantan Waltz. Rantan Waltz is she takes the like role of a husband kind of complaining about his wife leaving him with the kids, and everything. Is really an interesting song. Then there's December Will Be Magic again, that other good Christmas song that goes along with Home for Christmas too. December Will Be Magic again. Here Bing Crosby playing Bing Crosby music and stuff that you talked about in the songs you mentioned them. And she's like December Will Be Magic again. It's really good. Another good Christmas song that really puts you in the Christmas spirit. Really great. So then there's a remix of Wuthering Heights as the final track, which is a remix from the Whole Story album as well. So the other side is wonderful must-have cake collection for any tape band and for anybody really, because it's really fantastic. Just chock full of goodies in both of these discs. Really great, great, great music. That's just hidden for so long until recently. Kate managed to uh, build this collection that was just so amazingly wonderful. These songs are great. You know, these songs really, um, you're lucky if you heard these songs before this album came out. You're really lucky. It's just really, really a wonderful collection of rare songs. And I love it so much. I know you'll really enjoy listening to this too. So please go listen to this album. Thank you so much for listening to me talk about The Other Side's album. And I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you stay tuned for more album reviews, more filmography reviews, and more actual music and different things like that. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye bye.